A warm day in February. Some say hot. Meteorologist John Dawson has first look at the forecast. He's over there at the weather wall. Hello, JD.
Yeah, and some say again. We've been doing this for several days, most of the week here, and we get into Saturday, and I will tell you, while we see this pattern that's in place right now, really all along the Gulf Coast, we are going to see some changes starting tomorrow. This front is not really going to make it all the way down to us, but it's close enough that it changes things up. And I will just point out, notice that New Orleans is going to be pretty similar to what we're looking at. I know there's a lot of Super Bowl interests kind of in mind here, so we'll get into that a little bit more in detail as well. But right now here in Houston, it's been a breezy afternoon. South-southwest winds around 18 miles an hour in the downtown Houston area, and those thermometers, yes, back in the 80s for another day again, and really reaching up Intercontinental Airport at 83 degrees right now. And that warm air reaches all the way up to where that front is sort of noticed, where I sort of drew it in there for you of our first graphic. And even right now in Dallas, it's 84 degrees, but Oklahoma City only 51. So you begin to see the difference. So again, a lot of things rotating around New Orleans here for this weekend. A big game tomorrow, of course, right here on Fox 26. Getting a look over there at the Superdome kind of from a distance and the rest of the skyline there. For that forecast in New Orleans, it's similar to ours in the fact that we are going to have some temperatures warmer than usual in the 70s for those folks. And there's going to be a little bit of some cooler air, cloudier in the evening. We are going to be talking about some possibilities of some showers towards the end of the day. So now back here to Houston for your Super Bowl parties here in our area. We do look late in the day for some isolated showers to kind of be popping up. And our temperatures again are going to be warm, more than what we would expect to find them for this time of the year. But notice the difference here as we move through the next several days of low rain chances. We jump into Tuesday, Wednesday, and definitely increase those rain chances. Here is the futurecast. As I mentioned, this front not really going to make it all the way down, but we get enough clouds and close enough to some of that cooler air that we will be talking about some cooler than what we've seen at least for the last several days. Here's our next system. We get into Tuesday. This front again will kind of come down and sort of stall out. That brings us all the rain chances, isolated showers, a few storms on Tuesday, and then more expected to have showers on Wednesday. Also, when we look at our expected outlook, our extended outlook, instead of having all that orange and darker red indicating the well above average temperatures, at least we're fairly close to those average temperatures for this time of the year. And you'll see that that's going to be temperatures that are, again, a bit cooler with, instead of highs in the 80s, we're going to be highs in the 70s for the next several days. But then we even get the temperatures knocked back down into the 60s for Thursday and Friday. So there's that little bit of cooler air, and you'll have some mornings in the upper 40s on Thursday and Friday. But in the meantime, as we finish out the rest of this weekend, another fairly warm day for tomorrow, and then we'll get some 70s waiting for us when we get into the work week.